Well, welcome, folks, and many thanks for joining me today for part 4, session 4, week 4 of our 5-part, we're getting close to the end, 5-part online spring cleanup coaching course with us at Sobe Fitness. So today is all about this little fella. Let me bring this up here. The Gremlin, or watch out for the Gremlin. So, who is the Gremlin? Not really this guy. I'm just going to leave that there for a little second longer. Okay, so who's the Gremlin? What is it? Well, the Gremlin goes by many different names. It could be that chitter chatter monkey brain or chattering mind. It's the what if monster. What if this happens? What if that happens? But I like the word the Gremlin. For me, it reminds me, I can really visualise the Gremlin. I have met the Gremlin on many an occasion, and it's just that little nagging voice that keeps you up at night or wakes you up in the middle of life, and says, you can't do it. What if that goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? You are useless. Don't like that. But it's true, okay? We've all come across the Gremlin. So take a second right now and just think, especially with our current program goal, all right? So let's just say we're doing the Chub Club and we've got a weight loss goal, and the Gremlin's going, can't do that. What if it's maybe we're trying to start a new business? You're not smart enough to do that. What if it is, I want to try and improve my relationship with my wife or my children or my siblings, or forget it. It's that little doubt, and that's the key word, doubt. And what the Gremlin does is it throws that seed of doubt in there, and then we procrastinate. And because we water and pay attention to the Gremlin, that's like fueling it, feeding it, watering it. And when you add water to the Gremlins, they multiply. And so you end up then with Gremlins everywhere. Okay? So, the Gremlin is all about doubt and procrastination. Now, the only way you can beat doubt is with confidence. And the only way you can beat procrastination is with action. So the Gremlin is the purveyor of doubt and procrastination. So therefore, we need to figure out a way to build up our confidence to squash that Gremlin. So how are we going to do that? Okay, well, I was always taught in martial arts and kickboxing, if I got hit once, I was going to hit them back 3 times. And when I go to the gym, if I'm working out, let's say I'm working out arms, I'll do 3 sets, or I'll hit the arms in 3 different ways. 3 is the magic number. And it's achievable, okay? We don't have to come up with hundreds and hundreds of answers, but 3 works. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our goal. I'm going to use this to help me. So there we go. There's my goal. So whatever your goal is, write it down. It might be anything. So for me, I'm going to say it's putting together an online coaching course. That's my goal. Okay? And then the Gremlin comes along and it's going to throw a bunch of spanners in the works. And it's going to say, you know what? You can't do it because of this, that, and the other. I'm using the number 3. So the Gremlin comes in, all right, you can't do it. You're not smart enough. Ooh. Next problem. You don't have the time, you don't have the knowledge. Third problem, no one's going to want to listen to you. Right, well, let's go back to the first one. You haven't got the knowledge. Okay, I need to build up my confidence. So how can I gain some knowledge? I can spend time studying what I'm doing or what I want to do. So this topic, coaching, I'm quite lucky because I've been studying it for a long time. So I know that I've got the knowledge and I know that what I'm talking about makes sense. That is my confidence. But I've only got that because of competence and experience. So knowledge and experience builds confidence. But you can only do it by expanding your comfort zone and expanding your knowledge line. So what I've done then is I've come up with 3 little S's, 3 solutions for each one. So there's my goal. The gremlin comes along with these problems, and for each problem I've come up with 3 solutions. So look at that. So from my goal now, I've got 9 ways of doing it, 9 solutions. But you know what? The gremlin doesn't stop there, because the gremlin's a little tinker. And for each one of my solutions, the gremlin goes, but what about this, that and the other? Oh, you're joking me. So the gremlin actually now is helping me out, because what I've done is I've let the gremlin become a bit of a troubleshooter, or a problem shooter. So I've had my goal, there's the problems with that goal. I've then come up with 9 ways around it, but the gremlin has trumped all of those 9 ways with another problem. But in turn, I then go down and I come up with a solution for each one. But remember the rule, it's not just one solution, it's 3 solutions. So what that means is each one of these S's down the bottom, actually there's 3 of them. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 ways of dealing with it. So from that one goal up there, I've actually employed the gremlin to come up with a few what ifs, a few buts and maybes, and then I've come up with a solution for each one of those. And then I've come up with a problem for each one, because you know what, the gremlin is just my own imagination kicking off. But I'm using it now to help me, because I recognise then, okay, there's a solution for each one. So I'm going to use one line of thought. Okay, so my goal is this online course. I'm not smart enough, I haven't got the skills, the way you promote it is rubbish. Whoa, okay, right, well I've come up with a solution. I've got some knowledge, I've spent some time not just reading, but writing, talking and studying about it. How am I going to promote it? That's a problem. How am I going to promote it? Well, you know what, I've asked my friend Google, best way to promote these courses, and I've come up with some solutions. So I'm not saying it's the completely right answer, but you know what, out of these 27 solutions down the bottom, a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, a little bit of that one down there is going to give me enough confidence, faith, belief in myself to be able to push through. But that can only come to fruition if I sprinkle it with action. I will act now. I'm not going to wait any longer, because you know what, I've spent far too long wasting time going back and forth in my little rocking chair worrying about what might happen, if, buts and maybes, and going nowhere, which is pointless. So whatever our goals are, and they could be physical, mental, emotional, they could have nothing to do with health. It could be with sorting out your credit card bill, it could be sorting out your finances, it could be getting a new job, it could be setting up a new business. The gremlin actually is now my friend, because the gremlin comes along and I go, right, gremlin, I've got this plan, I've got this, give me all the problems, and then I'm going to put my thinking cap on. I'm going to think about all the things I'm grateful for. I'm not going to let my emotions get better of me. I'm not going to let my habits or my bad habits get in the way, because a gremlin is a habit, right? Remember, habits are not just putting too much sugar in your coffee or picking your nose. They're about how you think, how you act, how you react. So we are cultivating a good habit to over-respond. We're not overreacting, we're over-responding. So over-responding is when you go into a situation and you are over-prepared for it. Not to the point that you've become completely obsessed with it, but let's just say you're going in for a job interview, and the gremlin goes, you're not good enough for this job because of lack of experience, lack of knowledge, you're the wrong kind of personality type. So then I go, right, well, if I'm going for this job, what knowledge do I need? And I spend some time learning about the company, learning about the products, learning about their systems. I haven't got that, I'm not the right kind of person. What does that mean? So I look and I see what kind of character they're looking for, and I utilise my natural innate talents towards that. I've not got the experience. Well, sometimes you haven't got the experience, but by believing in yourself, you put forward the confidence, the faith in yourself and in your abilities to give you that nudge. So we've now got in a habit of over responding, and rather than the gremlin dominating us, we make the gremlin our friend, and when it becomes our friend, it becomes our ally, and that helps us to get towards our goal. It makes us over prepared, over responded to all the problems. So think about how the gremlin maybe has disrupted your aims, goals, desires, intentions in the past. And the past could be yesterday. Maybe you slipped back into some of your old habits. Well, don't worry about it. Don't condemn yourself. Just go, right, Mr. Gremlin, throw a few problems at me, and now I'm going to trump them, squash them, beat them, and move towards my goal. Does that make sense? So don't be frightened to send me a message via email, phone, text, messenger, carrier pigeon if you want to, and I'm happy to help. Alright, so this week's theme is all about the gremlin. So take the gremlin and utilize it to build your confidence, and remember to act now. Alright, see you later.